So we're back here on the Duncan Duo show, wrapping up here with our last segment. I want to talk next about something that people are always curious about. You know, we're in a TMZ culture where people are watching TMZ, they're on social media and Instagram, and they're always paying attention to what celebrities do. And you know, being an avid follower of all things real estate, I'm always looking at, you know, Realtor.com and Zillow and their blog articles, and it seems like about every third or fourth one is about celebrities. You know, celebrity real estate. Some celebrity is selling a home, some celebrities buying a home, and you know, we've had some exposure to this in our business. You know, obviously doing the amount of business we do, we've worked with a lot of celebrities and athletes, and we get contacted about, I would say probably about every year, by a reality TV producer that would love to do a reality TV show about our business, and I turn it down every year and say I have zero interest, like none. Like my interest is less than zero. I do not want cameras following me around. I want to enjoy my life. Like I like my privacy. You know, so as much as we may be out there with radio and TV, that would draw the line. That for me is an absolute no. But I do pay attention to, you know, friends of mine that have gone on to become you know, super famous. Like we've masterminded and networked with the Altman brothers, for example, before they were, you know, $1 million, you know, real estate agents, and you know, we shared a media agent with some of the agents that have gone on to be super you know, out there in situations like that. And in talking to them and in our experience, people are always curious about how celebrities, you know, handle their real estate stuff. And I think the most important thing, or the thing that stands out to me most in terms of the professional athletes, the hockey players, the baseball players that we've worked with, is that, you know, they don't really want their business out there in the street. You know, if you get called by the newspaper, you know, they don't really want you, you know, telling the newspaper that they bought a home. They don't want it known. They kind of like their privacy. So I always find it interesting when one of those sales hits the newspaper, you know, that you know, who leaked, you know, like, because on a lot of them, as Jamie, you can understand with understanding legal instruments, a lot of them do what they can to shelter their name off of it too. They'll file certain records to make it redacted so that their information isn't out there, or they'll use a company name with a managing member that isn't them, and so they'll do some things to keep it, you know, out of their own personal name in some instances, because they like their privacy. So I always find it interesting when I see one of those that hits. I'm like, oh, that was maybe a real estate agent that wanted some publicity there, because I know that the celebrity or the athlete in a lot of instances didn't want that out there. You know, they like to keep it, you know, quiet and tight. We've even had to sign things from agents, which sports agents are most normally, you know, attorneys as well. We've had to sign non-disclosure agreements. We've had to sign destruction of document and stuff to where we wouldn't, you know, we're not going to go sell the contract on eBay, you know, which I always find interesting. It's like, I'm really not going to go. I mean, like, we sell a lot of houses. Like, I'm not gonna go hawk this on eBay.
I'd be too worried about a HIPAA violation.
True. Yeah. All kinds. There's all kinds of different legal things, and so they're very, you know. But I think the most important thing is they like their privacy, but they're also regular people. You know, they like things that you would like. You know, they like privacy. They like different features in the home. You know, they may just have a little bit bigger budget. You know, they may be looking at a bigger house. You know, but the reality is that the privacy is something that's really, really important to them. And it's funny, like, and specifically a lot of times with athletes, you know, the wife or the girlfriend is really the one picking the house, and the husband is you know, kind of thumbing it up or thumbing it down, and you know, you might show 20-something homes to the wife and narrow it to 2 or 3 for the husband to come look at after practice or something, you know. So it's always interesting how to structure it and title it. And then you have some of them who have come to us that really didn't, where we had to step in and be like, we want to get you to talk to an attorney. You know, have you run this by your agent? Like, you really want to put this just in your name? You know, like, where we have to be, you know, just based on a pattern of how we worked with other customers. But you know, the other side of it that I think is neat is it's always neat to be showing a home to a celebrity or an athlete and then see the reaction from the you know, the other people. I actually had, you know, this is a true story. I had Pete Rose walk into an open house one time, which is pretty incredible story. You know, cool. Like, I had an open house of a super high-end home in Tampa Bay, and Pete Rose strolls through the house. That's a pretty neat thing. I was completely in awe. I was tumbling all over myself. And then another neat story was, you know, an NBA player, and Pete was not a customer of mine. That's why I can say his name. He didn't sign anything. We didn't represent him, so he just walked in publicly to an open house. But, you know, I had an NBA player who was a client of ours, a pretty well-known NBA player, and we were showing him homes on the water in Apollo Beach. And taking him into and out of homes, it was really neat to see the people who knew who he was. A lot of times for us, the parents had absolutely no idea who he was, but the kids were just like, like the kids immediately knew who he was. So it's pretty neat though. But I think the main thing is that they really do like their privacy. So anytime you see an article out there that you know, a lot of times the celebrity didn't want that out there. Somebody leaked it, you know, whether it was a title company, whether it was a real estate agent, whatever it is. So hopefully that you know, segue into, you know, the inner thinking of celebrities and real estate is something intriguing for you. We'll make sure to put it up on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/The Duncan Duo. And, you know, we appreciate you tuning in. We've been joined for this show by Jamie Moody for Circuit Judge, Richard Vasquez with Artisan Insurance Group. I'm Andrew Duncan with the Duncan Duo, and have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, Tampa Bay.